on Melba Toast. So it's kind of fallen out of favour as Melba Toast. I haven't seen it in years. People kind of want a fancy bit of sourdough. But I've got some bread that I need to use up, so we're going to make some Melba Toast. It'll dry out, and then it will keep a lot longer than just putting the bread in the freezer, because I don't eat a lot of sliced white bread. So toast it, cut off the crust. You're best off with a serrated blade, and then you need to be careful. We need to go between the two, in between in toast like that. So we're going to cut through there like that. Can you see? We're going to cut through there like that. The best way to do it is to be careful. Put your hand on top and slowly run the knife through like that. And then we're left with two squares of toast. One side has been toasted, one side has been not. Now, if the toast is fairly like a medium, what is this? Medium white loaf. Yeah, so you can get thin sliced, you can get medium sliced white loaf. Yeah, this is a medium, and you can get thick sliced. Thick sliced, a little bit different. You kind of have to remove some of this debris from the inside, which you do by rolling toast on the board like this, and that will get rid of lots of kind of like the inside. But this is medium, so we don't need to do that. And it's the same with thin sliced. And then, because we want them in triangles, because we're going old school, that like that, and then onto there's two trays, so we just need one, and then onto a tray like this, and then we're going to put that in the oven. I'm going to do some more, then we're going to put that in the oven 100 degrees, and it will slowly dry out. Now, my old head chef used to put it underneath the grill, but that means you have to watch it, whereas I just kind of think if we put it in the oven 100 degrees, then we can forget about it. Now, this is the crust. That's usable. That's not really usable unless you're really desperate and if you're really trying to cut corners. So same again, crust off like that. Now we can pretend this is a thicker cut bit of toast. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, because we're not using that bit of the crust, we're not going to use that side, we're just using that side, I'm going to cut closer to the side that we're going to use, so we don't have to get rid of that debris off the other side. It just takes a little bit of care. Best off your knife not being too sharp to do this, because too sharp a knife will go straight through the bread and your fingers. So if it needs that, you can just roll it. If it doesn't, that's fine. So that's a usable bit, and then that can go on the tray, and then this is the bit that's thing. Now we could use that, but you know, so we're left with all that kind of debris. So it is a case of what you do is if it's a thicker bit of toast, you just roll it around and roll it around and roll it around and roll it around, which takes forever, and then you kind of rub off the inside. But that's not really working, is it? No. So what we will do, if we were to use that on the side, what we will do is we'll just kind of show. So you just need to be careful and cut away that. So like this. Useful bits of, what would you do with the crusts? I'd go old school and make croutons, but I'm not really a fan of sliced white bread. I had to buy it for another thing, so I don't eat it. I don't think it's particularly good quality of bread. It doesn't taste of anything, and I don't think there's much nutritional value in it either. I'd much rather make my own bread. This was supposed to be a short video, but I'm waffling. I've been busy. I've been to yoga and had lunch, so I've probably got a little bit more energy than I should have. So there we go, and you could use that if you really wanted. In fact, we will do. And then we'll kind of show how that one turns out as well. So I'll finish off the rest of the loaf. We'll put those in the oven. We'll dry them out, and then we'll see what they're like when they're back. And I'll give you an idea of how long they take out of 100 degrees, which is centigrade. I don't know what it is in Fahrenheit. Don't know. You can work it out yourself. You're an adult. About half an hour, 35 minutes, something like that, which I think with plenty of time. Now, which one was that? This one, this is the top one. So these are now nice and crisp. That's the one from the crust. and those are done. So they'll all come nice and crisp, and they've all curled up, which is nice and pretty. So that even more so. You know, so there we go. So then, that was hot. So airtight container, lid on, and then they will store for a good few months without going soft, as long as you don't take the lid off. Use them on patés. If you're having a retro 1960s, 1970s, 1980s night, then they are the perfect thing. Better quality of bread they use, the nicer they are, but a good way of using up any kind of spare bits of bread, so you don't end up with a freezer full of bread, and you can impress your guests. Do people still invite people around for dinner? No, they don't, do they? Everything's on Instagram these days, so people pretend and they cook themselves amazing things at home with no guests. So yeah, you can make them and put them on Instagram and gain lots of followers and all that kind of stuff, and people will love you and think that you're wonderful. And there we go, a success.